you see we've got Jinx, which is good for pushing the towers, which is really important in ARAM especially. You have the Misfortune. I was going to say pick, but I guess not really a pick.
Oh yeah, they picked it.
They picked Misfortune, and that covers, the whole lane. But that's really all I'm seeing there. It's mostly kind of an AD heavy comp.
It is pretty AD heavy, but they have this team, blue team, they have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they have a lot of burst. They have a lot of burst and a lot of teamfight potential.
Hecarim, he'll be able to lock down a good bit of team. He can do a lot of damage with his Triforce, and even I don't think you can get home guards on this map, but you can get a lot of moves and just run in there and CC down one person. Fiora. Fiora on ARAM.
That's So the whole team fight aspect of it's going to be kind of scary. That Hecarim's bringing in Clarity.
That is Clarity, yes.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Well, that means you're starting to be a team player. They're going to be spamming a lot of spells early on. They're going to try and take the advantage as early as they can for this game and just run with it. The thing is, they have a good team fight, but they don't have a team fight like tanky front line unless Hecarim builds kind of tanky. On the other team, it's pretty much the same story. We got Zyra. Good initiate, good disengage if you really want to. Decent poke. Nocturne. He can go in there, build tanky. He's bringing exhaust, in fact, so he might be able to wither down one of the strong carries, Jinx, Misfortune, or Fiora, which is kind of a nightmare for him because you have to pick one of the three. That won't kill the rest of his team.
It's a nightmare. All right.
Thank you for that, Josh.
Lissandra.
Yeah. Probably will be the key player for this game to lock down one of the hard carries in this team. So before Fiora can even get an ult off, before Misfortune I wouldn't even call like a bigger priority.
Yeah.
So mainly Fiora. If she can lock down Fiora and the team can burst her up for that ultimate, that would be ideal for this situation. A Lissandra ult, a Draven will follow up, and
a Katarina.
There's a Katarina again. So we saw what happened the last time there was a Katarina in this game. They popped off because there's no way to actually CC her. This team might have that experience again because the only person that can CC him is Hecarim.
The other big thing to bring with their team fight is Katarina along with Lissandra, Root, ult, Nocturne Fear, Zyra ult, Zyra's Root. Basically, they're all going to be locked down, just in place for Zyra to go ahead and unleash a full ult. And so that's going to be...
You mean Katarina?
What did I just say?
You said Zyra full ult.
Yeah. Katarina, unleash a full ult. That's going to be devastating on a team where, you're right, there's no tanks. The only one that could possibly be an effective tank would be Hecarim.
So yeah, definitely these teams, this is going to be like a huge collision fight around level 6 if everyone's alive at that time to actually have this huge fight. But if that were to happen, I would give the edge to the purple team. They have a lot more, they have the same kind of aspect of here's a bunch of damage, we're going to go in there and do a bunch of damage kind of deal. But they have CC to follow it up. Zyra's ult does damage, and it does a lot of damage if you actually build AP instead of the support build, and knocks up. Nocturne, he jumps in there, it's only single target damage, but then you can try and lock down one person with a fear kind of combo, stab at him a little bit with his passive and the Umbra Blades. Lissandra, tons of damage, lockdown, and AoE as well if the teams clump together. And on a tiny map like ARAM, you're not going to really pincer attack on that singular lane, are you?
No, man.
Draven ult. It's going to go right down the middle. That would actually, that could go either way. That could go either like a little hit, good hit, or good miss. And then Katarina again. If the CC is blowing, she sees Hecarim's already done his little gallop in, his ult's down. She's going to jump on Jinx without a doubt, or Misfortune probably, and just start spinning and instantly kill him once she gets 2 items.
Man, I was about to say LeBlanc could go ahead and silence Katarina, and then I remembered that's not the thing anymore.
Yeah, it's called Sigil of Malice.
Sigil of Malice. It's always been Malice.
Yeah, it's Sigil of Malice. I'm sorry, Josh. There's no more silence.
Yeah.
I guess I really didn't think about the LeBlanc entirely. LeBlanc has the ability as the champion she is to just instantly delete one carry potentially. And it's going to be hard to do that on Katarina if she plays it right and dashes around, uses her Shumpo properly.
Plays Katarina like she's supposed to.
Her best chance to pop someone on this team would be Draven or Zyra. And that would be their best opportunity to get a good 4v5 team fight going.
Alright, well this match is going to get started right now, so...
And we're loading up, watching this wonderful League of Legends logo, and take a look at some of these skins we got going on.
Oh man. Dude, have you seen Firecracker Jinx? I love that skin.
I wish I could afford it. It's really nice. Riot knows what they were doing when they made the Jinx character.
Yeah.
Jinx is like the character everyone loves. They want this character. They love these skins. They love the personality. And then you give another skin and charge a little bit more for it just because it's for the Chinese New Year theme, and it sells like hotcakes. It is genius. But economics aside, let's look at some of the items we got going on here. I want someone to do a Mighty Triple Dorans build, but looks like no one's opting in for it.
Dude, Fiora almost went for it. Fiora was feeling you, but...
she's actually probably going to save that blade and build it into a Hydra, early Hydra, get some damage going. 2 blades for Nocturne, potentially a Hydra or even a blade. Red team taking control of the bush. They have the advantage here. And not much is actually going to happen. Good bit of trade back from Misfortune. LeBlanc actually going in, chunking down Lissandra to half health. the choppers come out, that's going to be on cooldown, so unless a big fight happens right now, there's no real CC to come out to stop these people. Hecarim charging in. Is he bold? Stand aside, Hecarim. You ain't getting in here. Zyoplan goes down to do a little bit of poke damage. That's just going to get taken down instantly.
Yeah, not much going on before minions come out.
Just like the warning shots kind of deal.
Yeah,
like there's one lands onto Zyra.
Yeah, Zapper.
And yeah, basically just waiting for minions. Zyra's actually taking control of this bush with her plants. Of course, they will wilt away, but Zyra has the ability to keep control of the bushes in general with their plants. You don't want to really face check into a team as in general, but you don't want to face check into a team with a bunch of plants and potentially a knock-up and an ultimate coming out. Alright, so we're getting to the scrap here with the minions. Hecarim, being bold, actually went for a relic charge or a relic shield to get some extra CS for his teammates.
Yeah,
he's just hopping in there. He's taking a little bit of poke from that, but it'll be all right. LeBlanc landing the chains. Is she gonna dash in there? No. Good Jinx follow up. It's a little bit of a synergy right there.
Yeah.
Land the root, follow up with the zap.
I'm gonna note that on Hecarim building the relic shield. Goes and says that he's going to be a tank, just like we expected to be. Going more with the health.
Good root by Zyra. That's a lot of damage coming out. First blood for Katarina. This is going off. Hecarim jumps in and he picks up a Katarina kill. Nocturne going hard on Fiora. She's going to try and get away. She's going to get away. I can't say that. Looks like Lissandra. She's getting chunked really low. And there goes Nocturne. And the team has to go into full retreat right now. Wow, stand aside actually missed, and that's going to cost him his life there. Double kill for Misfortune.
I mean, all it cost was a flash and a heal from Misfortune, but the double kill.
Double kill is a double kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Katarina's already been killed. She got one kill, though, so she's coming back with a blasting rod on a few potions.
So
Fiora's just going to sit here and regen off with her passive. Not much else is going on. They're just farming the lane. The other team can't really come out to do much right now. They're just going to wait for the wave to come crashing into the tower, and they're going to pick up as much CS as they possibly can.
Right. They don't really have anyone quite yet who could go ahead and take that damage up front by being, out in the front, lowering minions' health too.
Something to watch for this in this match is Draven's actually tossing stand aside out a lot and pretty frequently. He needs to hang onto that for the ideal moment to actually see things like someone like LeBlanc, when she tries to do a jump in like this. Good jump away from Katarina. Root's going to follow up, and not much is going to come for that. Just an auto attack. He gave him the auto.
Oh yeah, you're right. With the stand aside, yeah. Just throwing them whenever they're off cooldown.
You want to hang on. That's not like a damage dealing spell. You really want to hang on that. Hecarim taking a tower shot, 2 tower shots. That hurts. He's gonna have to chuck a potion to come that back or heal that back up.
Yeah. Well, with the increased regen from the shield.
We're gonna do a well dance. He's gonna give it to Draven. Nocturne's landing a lot of his spell shields actually.
Yeah, that's one of the pluses that you have with some of the poke with Jinx's Zapper and maybe even Misfortune's double up. It's going to prove useful in these early game or at these early stages.
Definitely later on when Nocturne tries to ult for someone, he actually again ideally probably try and ult for Jinx. Stand aside into the tower shot. A little bit of damage. But as I was saying, Nocturne, once he gets his ultimate, Jinx would be the ideal target because if he dashes in there, puts a spell shield on, and the chompers come out, and he just negates the chompers, not only is he going to be attacking faster, he's going to do a lot of damage to Jinx, and she's either going to have to flash or heal, try and get out of there, or her team lets score up. LeBlanc going in, chunking down Katarina to half health. There's a team fight going on, chompers come down, Ravens are locked up, Nocturne's already been...
No, Nocturne took out LeBlanc.
Oh, Nocturne took out LeBlanc.
Yeah, LeBlanc went a little too hard there.
Wow. I didn't actually see that happen.
Yeah, she blew up.
Well, I thought she was going to blow up Cat. I saw Cat get chunked, but then I thought someone died.
I'm pretty sure she went in and I think got Zyra rooted or something like that. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good teamwork. Following up on the CC when they get the chance. Stand side use again. Glacial Claw, just an intimidation. Hecarim's going in, jumps on Katarina. He's going to start spinning around too much damage, but there's no one else to follow up. Katarina goes into a sprint. The exhaust comes down on Hecarim. He's going to go down to Nocturne's. 1, 2. He got the kill. Rest of the team's going around. Zyra puts down the plant, trying to zone out Misfortune. She's taking a little bit of damage. The root comes down. That's a lot of damage coming down. The rest of the team's going to pull back. They're all really hurt.
I think that was a bit of a miscommunication there by Hecarim, going in a little so early without anyone to really follow up on him.
Yeah, and it was like a pre-6, I think, or no? Did he use his ultimate? It looks like he used his ultimate there.
No, it was pre-6, man.
Oh my God! Jumps in straight on. Ultimates are coming down. Fiora a little too deep, but that's a double kill for Jinx from the rocket. Wow.
The Fiora gets what she wants.
This is a little funny to watch, but that was a good pickup from Jinx there to follow up. 2 people got chunked down low from where was the Fiora ultimate and the LeBlanc distortion in, and she followed up with the rocket and picked up a double kill.
Right.
Jinx is going to come back with a lot of items.
A little bit of the damage coming from the Misfortune's Bullet Barrage. I'm trying to think of the name real quick.
Bullet Time?
Yeah, Bullet Time.
It's called Bullet Time.
Yeah, I was thinking Bullet Time.
Raven ult comes down. Looks like it's just going to chunk out the waves and do a little bit of damage to Jinx. Hecarim jumping on Katarina again. He's going to find out Nocturne. Misfortune going to jump in. Misfortune LeBlanc. Nocturne going in. I told you, he's going for Jinx. The fear comes down, he's not going to be able to pick up anything from that. He had the right idea. Zyro comes out, Hecarim's going to get knocked up. That's a Katarina ulti. Probably wasn't needed there.
No, not at all.
But it's on a short cooldown because of the reset ability of her passive.
It looked like Katarina got knocked into the air there. I was trying to figure
Katarina
out.
can't get knocked in the air. No,
Yeah, I know she could, but that's...
Come on, Dash.
Man, I understand how the game works, but like...
Alright, so red team, advantage, pushing onto the tower. Stand aside from Draven again. He's just throwing those out there. I guess he wants to do the damage with it, so more power to him. Fiora jumps in. Probably not the thing you want to jump into right now. 1 damage will do it. Zappy. Hey, that's my kind of guy right there. I like his name.
1 damage will do it. She was like 200 health, man.
She died.
Yeah, I know. No, I agree with you, but...
Alright, red team posing the position here. Zyra's going to look for a root. Ooh, the choppers come down. They could easily follow up on this. LeBlanc can go in for a distortion. He's going to land the root on Zyra. Double root, 2 chains. Nothing else to follow up on. They call me 2 chains.
No, they don't call me.
They call me. Laser path coming out. Actually, Lissandra goes in, lands the root. Kennedy's in there. She's trying to get an ult off. She does not have it. She's going to start spinning. Shut down from Nocturne there onto Misfortune.
That's unfortunate. Lissandra had her ult there, and that would have been a prime opportunity to use it.
Probably could have ulted onto one of the carries like Jinx or who else did they jumped on? Looks like Hecarim.
Yeah, Jinx and Hecarim ended up walking away very
Zyra
low.
roots land. LeBlanc's going to get forced away. Almost killed by those plants.
Pops the passive for LeBlanc.
What?
Pops the passive for LeBlanc.
Right.
Yeah.
So Lissandra is going to glitch claw back to get the potion back there, but while the wave crashes in the tower, Hecarim actually doing a lot of work with those relic shield charges. He's actually healing up his team a little bit, giving them some extra goals, because he can just go in there and use his Q, Draven ult. Alright, so we got a fight going on here. Bolt time comes out. Zyra ulti solo onto Misfortune. She still gets knocked up. Hecarim going in there trying to pick up a kill on Lissandra. Lissandra's going to ult and pick up the Hecarim kill. I don't believe it. Fiora going hard onto Zyra. You just need to get the dash in there. 1 more dash and she can take him down. They're just going to disengage.
You saw the stand aside coming out from Draven, saving someone's life.
He's tossing out the stand asides, and that stand aside was the one that saved his teammate's life.
Oh man, if no one remembers the rest of his stand asides, they will remember that one.
They will remember this moment. This team, blue team, is doing a really good job jumping in there and trying to like pop the squishies out of the hand. Like Fiora is doing a lot of damage. She hasn't even finished her Hydra. She's only got the components for it. She's already doing a ton of damage.
Right. Yeah, she's getting them real low before all of these team fights start, and making them kind of have to retreat before the fight even begins. So.
Yeah, Hecarim trying to show him what for, running in there, just taking a little bit of poke. Not much he can do right now. He needs to wait for the team opportunity to go for the ultimate, follow up with the Jinx rocket, and LeBlanc just needs to go in there and assassinate the prime target, which would probably be Katarina or Draven. Glacial Path is on cooldown now. They know this. Just throw out a Q, and they're just going to exchange with a W. Just the poke war is going on right now.
You know, they've got Hecarim, and he's got his ult right now, and he could go ahead and get that engaged.
They need the opportunity, though, because Hecarim's the only person, again, that can stop the Katarina ulti. And if they go too soon and Katarina jumps in the back lane and can easily reset on this Jinx right now, it could be all over from there.
Oh, yes.
Some more Qs coming out from Lissandra, poking down. Special comes out from Nocturne, blocks the zap. They have control over this bush. Again, with Zyra, the ability to put down these plants, they know what's up. They don't even need to even walk in there.
The ability to put down these plants.
Put down the plants, zone up a...
That's like her
fighting
skill.
He's trying to go on in. Nocturne's getting poked down real low. Katarina's going to start spinning. Fiora, still in the fight. She's going to go down.
Oh, man.
Zyra ult. 3-man knockup. Katarina needs to get in there and start spinning. LeBlanc actually goes in and picks up a kill. The chain's on Katarina. She's been held back. Hecarim going to try and pick up this kill. He's actually going to go down to Lissandra, but the double up from Misfortune is actually going to pick up that kill. LeBlanc's really low. Katarina jumps in on Misfortune. She messed up the combo there.
Dude, I hadn't realized, but the first item that Lissandra went ahead and bought was Zanya's Hourglass. Just for...
Because she wants to go in there and initiate and like have the team fight, or the team follow up with her off of the ultimate, because then she's going to be able to stay alive and get another Q rotation off and maybe even a root.
Yeah, it just feels like...
Alright. Back to the stalemate. Draven, stand aside. Followed up by Zap. They really want to try and deny getting Misfortune that extra health there, but to no avail. He really... I criticize how he's like willing to stand aside on random points, but he has used them in some ideal moments that have saved some people's life. Hecarim's going to try and zone out there. The fear's going to come down. He's just going to walk away and deny that. Katarina, priming herself in the bush. Throwing out the dagger. Just a little bit of poke damage. LeBlanc almost goes down to the bouncing blade. Stand aside on Hecarim. Glacial Cross coming down. No follow-up. I would not follow that one up. Alright. They are priming this bush. They want someone to come check this bush. Hecarim will run into that bush. They want that to happen. Some more zap damage coming down, landing on Lissandra. They have a lot of wave clear actually with the Lissandra Q. It actually obliterates the entire melee wave pretty fast. And the Draven stand axes, or spinning axes, they just clear it on his way. Stand aside goes down. They try to deny the well. Hecarim jumps in on Nocturne. Turtles come out. Fiora's going for the ulti. She's popping around all the kills. She's actually fighting Nocturne and Katarina in the back line. But Zyra's over here ulting on the other team. Because if your knockups, Katarina's still spinning. Well, who's going to win this fight? Looks like Fiora's going to pick up the kill. No, denied. And the Blancs on the other side of the map is that's the clone.
Oh, I was like, oh man, the LeBlanc is very.
Careful. Okay, LeBlanc flashes in distortion, gives him the sigil of malice, and just pops him down. Probably didn't need to flash there, but it's ARAM. I guess it's not the biggest of deals.
Exactly.
Like LeBlanc technically has 2 flashes if he really wants it.
Oh,
I didn't even see that. Oh, that was beautiful. If only Katarina. The exchange of long range ultis is trying to pick someone off. That was a good Jinx ult.
That was indeed a good Jinx
Trying to pick up the kill there. Katarina jump in there, do a little bit of damage. Katarina lands her combos a little better. I've seen her go in. She actually throws the dagger and then actually doesn't pop the proc there.
Right.
And so she's missing a lot of damage.
Her W almost did no damage there to Hecarim though, and he has no magic resist. So
he's going for, like I said, he's going to go for the Triforce. He's going to try and go in there and like Sonic Boom crit one person down, see if they can kill him.
Right. Maybe not the best decision considering that their team has a lot of bursts already, but. Hey,
you did mention how there's ARAM syndrome. You just want to build damage sometimes, but
no, I know what you mean. Exactly.
On Hecarim, it's not the worst ideas, but they do have a lot of burst. They have the ability, if they can actually synergize what they got on Katarina and Popper, they'll be good. Stand aside onto Hecarim. He's taking a lot of damage from all the poke. Blaze Cloud's coming out. Oh,
no
Jinx was ready to support her teammate there when the follow was potentially going to happen from Lissandra. And we're at a pretty close game so far, 19-16. The waves have been mostly center. A lot of fights have been happening on the center of the map and not so much on the towers. A lot of tower damage has been coming out. Yeah. They're just throwing spells at each other. LeBlanc actually goes in. Wow.
Gets the Shumpo from
That's just 2 abilities from LeBlanc and chunks down Katarina. Katarina can't get in there and get a gold now. Like, one person can easily kill her. Lots of damage coming on Zyra. He's going to solo out LeBlanc. You need to watch where you're standing. That's the thing I was talking about with the bush. They have control over that bush. And Misfortune will come down. Katarina's going to go in. Start trying to pump, trying to spin. Nothing going to happen. Cucumber. It's an adorable name. Gets the kill. Reset damage. That's another reset. Hecarim picks up the kill. She's going hard. Ooh. Gets the well. That well, he probably would have survived without it. Nocturne. He saved his teammate, but he flashed anyway. He was a little worried. You trust your teammate. He's got your back. Nocturne's finished up his Hydra. How about Fiora? She actually went for a Sanguine Blade.
See, right there, you could see that the red team was getting a little too antsy for kills.
Hecarim ulting in. They're all jumping on Nocturne. He's going to go down without a doubt. Fiora's been exhausted, but it doesn't matter. They still pick up the kill.
Oh, ooh. The edge of the blade.
The edge of the blade. Otaku flavor doing work. He's trying to go in there. He's going really aggressive. Zyra needed the root there to probably do a follow-up, but to no avail. That is a big Poro, by the way.
Oh, wow. I hadn't even noticed. They actually kind of got together.
Who hasn't fed the Poro yet? There's like 3 people, it seems. They need to feed that Poro. All right. Red team shoving up the wave. Misfortune is trying to clear it out with her bullet.
How odd that Fiora went with that Sanguine Blade over the Tiamat.
I think the Hydra is a lot better in like this kind of, like, because it's a close quarter fight and you can proc this with extra damage, so it's infinitely better in my opinion. But she's probably doing it for the extra lifesteal sting since it's slightly better and it stacks over time with auto attacks. And she's going to be in there auto attacking a lot. Right. Zyra priming the bush. She wants LeBlanc to try and come check this out again. The Chomper's going to come down and she shoots all of her plants out. Lots of damage coming out. Zyra's going to go down. That's a reset for the Cucumber. Hecarim jumps in, tries to do some work. Carries in there spinning. She's going to try and pick up 2 kills with carries. Nocturne goes in, picks up the Jinx, and gets out of there. That's what he needs to do. Again, Nocturne saving his ult, going for Jinx, the immobile AD carry. Fiora going in, dashing twice down her. Oh man, the Lissandra ult and the Katarina follow-up does a lot of damage, but Lissandra is a golden girl. She's going to be alright.
Oh man, look at these guys are living by like the skin of their teeth. I don't see how they're going to. Oh hey, no, never mind. Just go ahead and ult.
She flashes over the bullet time to pick up the kill. Wow. Lissandra looks like she's going to walk out of here alive.
Wow, but alive. Is that really living there, Tim?
Yes, because they're actually getting an objective off of this. The first tower of the game, Jinx ult comes out to no avail. Barely living on Nocturne there, and Lissandra's just going to execute. Yeah, good move by Lissandra. Jinx is going to try and pick up something off of this. They're just going to have to disengage.
Man, do you see those pretty fireworks? I'm still just constantly in awe.
I love that skin. That skin is beautiful. People are like, oh, it's like the Legend of Zelda, like explosion, Wind Waker thing. It's like, no, it's kind of a traditional Chinese art kind of style thing, guys. It's not just Zelda. But it is a beautiful skin nonetheless. Zyra prepping the bushes once again.
I'm waiting for someone to actually fall for this, because every time she's done this, it's gotten like LeBlanc slowed up, or just no one seems to want to
Hecarim going in for the pill. The kill. Picks up Nocturne. LeBlanc dashing in. She actually goes past the entire Zyra ultimate, and Zyra's alone against 4 people. She's going down. Doesn't matter how many plants you got there. Well,
hey, got one with the death passive.
The passive. Good effort by Zappy there. But LeBlanc actually just dashes past the Zyra ultimate and it just goes to waste essentially. And then Zyra's standing out there with the rest of her team at the tower. They can't follow up. The four of them just collapse on Zyra and she dies, but manages to pick up that kill on LeBlanc.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes in and it's like 26-27. We've only got one tower though, so
this game's going a lot slower. Jinx trying to do some damage with those rockets. That was actually a crit rocket, chunking out a third of Lissandra's health. Jinx is landing a lot of those zaps. Like she's landing her skill shots. The rockets, the zaps, the chompers especially have been like rooting up like someone like Katarina when she goes in there, or Lissandra even. But Lissandra's able to Zanya's out of that and be okay. They're just gonna wave clear the tower here while nothing much is going on. And Otaku Flavor's gonna pick himself up a health kit. Got some interesting names here if you think about it. Hecarim, he wants to go for something. His team's not in the most ideal position to follow him up.
But they have all their ults.
He knows she's there.
Yeah, everyone's ready, like on blue team, but it's just a matter of they're actually going to follow up.
Or synergizing with the Hecarim following up.
Yeah.
Because Hecarim has finished his Triforce. So that's a lot of damage coming out. He's going for a Chain Vest now, so he's going to be going full tank from here on out. He's got the damage he wants. He needs to be tanky to stay on his targets and kill him.
Yeah, I'm comparing that to the Nocturne, and he's still, I mean, he's got a Giant's Belt, but...
And Muramana.
Yeah, Muramana.
Or the Mana.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
I haven't seen that before, so,
I mean,
innovation in the work.
In the end, it gets you a ton of damage.
Yeah.
And,
But would it have been better to start building tank off of something else?
Yeah, I would have gone, like, Hydra into tank.
Because he's the ideal frontliner, because he's going in there for the team fights. So he should be building a little tanky some point later on in the game. Ooh. Unless the entire team's able to follow up and just blow up the entire team in like a Penta Ace from Katarina. The dream.
Ace. I'm pretty sure like if you get the Penta kill, you automatically get the Ace. Unless it's like
despite him not building tanky, the red team still has the advantage, but that can easily sway as this game goes on. Hecarim's going to become a lot tankier. This team is going to scale out.
Hecarim
jumping in, jumps at Draven. Nocturne ulties, Zyra ulties. Nocturne goes in on Jinx, but he's alone. He is going to get blown up immediately. Misfortune bullet time, kind of spinning, but they are getting cleaned up. Lissandra ulti comes down to keep herself alive just for a moment. The rest of her team is dead. And that's an ace. Not the Penta Ace I was talking about, and not on the team I was talking about, but an ace nonetheless. A triple kill from Misfortune. That was a beautiful bullet time. Yeah. Blue team blowing a lot of their ultimates, not in sequence and not actually doing a lot. The Zyra ulti didn't get anyone that time.
It was mostly a reaction to Hecarim coming in. As soon as like Hecarim started like speeding up, Nocturne went ahead and blew his ult, and it just was all downhill after that because there was no communication. Once Nocturne got blown up, Hecarim went in and ulted, and then
ulted did a bunch of damage. He died for it while the rest of the team is cleaned up. They got 2 towers off of that. And Fiola's not done. She wants some more, but she's going to get stand aside, and Draven's going to pick up that money. But Blanc goes in. She's actually really low. She needs to be careful. The minion damage.
Hey, they got no.
Hey, she's going to live. That dangerous game saving lives. You're seeing the LCS, and you're seeing it here in this professional ARAM tournament. All right. Back to the center of the map. Red team prepping to do something. 2 enemies are down for the blue team, but they'll be responding in just a moment. Hecarim's already back at full health. His ultimate's halfway off of cooldown, so he's going to be ready to try initiating that again. The red team needs to be careful. It's a huge bait when Hecarim goes in there, because earlier he has 7 deaths, right? He was going in there and just dying earlier, so they're so used to him just going in there and blowing everything on and then following up. But now he's becoming tanky and does damage. So when they do that, you're actually not killing him quick enough, and then he's going to do some damage while the rest of his team follows up. Good zap by Zinx. Jinx? Zinx. The Sphinx.
No.
Hecarim taking charge. Is he actually... He's got the elixir. I was noticing. That's a very smart thing to do. People don't know in ARAM. Is that at a point in the game, if everyone on your team gets the elixir of Rune to start speeding up their minions and doing a lot of tower damage, it can close out games real fast. And that's what they're trying to do here. Jim's shooting out the Zap Rock to try and see if there's anything in the bush. Didn't see anything, so she has to assume there's something there. It had to hit someone.
Right.
Wow, it's a really short cooldown. I never noticed that. She's just throwing it out there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like 6 seconds.
I actually like this Jinx play for a number of reasons, though. She's landing a lot of her skill shots, landing a lot of the ultis. Thank God she's actually using her ultis. I know a fair number of Jinx that they hang onto their ulti for that ideal moment, and that's like, never use it. It's like, they're not afraid of you because you only have 3 skills.
Yeah.
If you don't use your ulti, Hecarim jumping in, Katarina chumpos out, and they're just actually going to disengage from this one. Smart. No one blew anything big that time. They're playing a lot more cautious. Stands by Draven. Hecarim goes in, lands the ulti onto Draven and Lissandra. Lissandra's going down. Both times coming down. Katarina's spinning, but not doing anything to anyone in the back line. Mr. Blanc is still going in, tries to go in and dash on 2 people. They're both Zanya's, and Jinx is just cleaning up everyone.
Oh my God.
Get it. Triple kill. Triple Jinx. Happy New Year. Chinese New Year. that was a deal. So the team played that a lot safer that time, but Hecarim immediately after he did his little bait to try and get them to blow stuff. He's like, all right, I'm going out here. And he just immediately does a full 180, ults in there, gets Draven and Lysandra. Fiora jumps in with Lysandra with her dash, and then jumps onto the other target, Draven, and blows him up immediately. I didn't see that, but apparently QQ executed herself.
Yeah,
Get on her.
two of the members on blue. Yeah, blue team.
Oh yeah, that range minion. Look at that range minion. He's like, I got her. All right.
Yeah, it's it looks like LeBlanc and Misfortune are going to have to find a chance to heal up before their next fight, which I just see it's just going to keep snowballing.
Misfortune will be able to heal up. LeBlanc's not so much, but as long as LeBlanc plays her job as an assassin and just pops in and does like a huge chunk of damage to Katarina or Zyra, she'll be okay.
Yeah.
But one good Draven stand aside will put that idea to rest. Like she will get stand aside and the Draven axe is just going to follow up. It's going to be like in slow motion. Bam! It's going to crit even with that IE he's got going on, and just going to see like 700 damage.
All right, I don't think any of that's going to happen. But
all right, Hecarim going in there. Stand aside comes out. He just walks away.
Yeah.
And he's going back in. He's like, your stand aside's down. I'm just going to keep fighting you guys. Hey, there's the crit. Not for 700. I told you it happened. All right. Zyra throwing out a root. Locks onto Jinx, but there's no follow from that distance. The team is sticking together, so there's no like immediate dive on Jinx as Nocturne has been doing all game. Stand aside again.
LeBlanc has her Zanya's back up, and that might be her most opportune moment to go back in.
She might even bait out the fight like Hecarim's been doing. She might go in there and be like, oh no, I'm out of place, and then bam, Golden Girl. And the rest of the team's just going to follow up. Hecarim, he's speeding up. He wants something. He wants something. He's looking for it. Nothing's going to happen. Glacier Claw comes out. Roots and ults onto Cucumber. Oh my god, everyone is getting blown up. The ults are coming down. The Zyra ult's actually going to knock up 2 people, and Katarina has not been killed. She is cleaning up the entire team. Oh man.
Hey, what do you know? When Katarina does her thing, she does it well.
She does her thing, she does it well. She needs to be careful not to get killed by the super minions here. Alright, she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Nocturne?
Not so much.
Give that kill to Hecarim. The plant's going to go down, and Katarina's next. Alright.
Oh man.
They're trying to beat down this turret. They really need it. Zappy.
Hey, they got it.
Hey, gold for everyone. And they're going to try and brute force down this inhibitor as fast as they can.
Yeah, look at that Poro. He's like, guys, you still haven't fed me.
No, that's a different Poro, actually, I think. No, it's the same Poro. Yeah, his tongue is huge.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So just like that, it's pretty even with...
What about the Poro?
No, well, except for the Poro and his famishness,
He's adorable. Look at him.
Yeah, but I mean the teams, dude. The teams are even.
Can we go back to the Poro?
No.
There's no other Poros here. Like the tiny one I don't care about. Hecarim charging up. He has a Banshee's Veil now, so this actually is going to do much. He can stand aside. Puts him down. He's like, get out of here. Come on, man.
Wow. That seems like a really odd item to build on Draven.
Oh, Draven flashes. He's afraid. He's afraid Hecarim's going to go in there and ult, but he actually doesn't have ult. He gets feared up by Nocturne, ironically enough, because they're both kind of scary, ghouly creatures. And just going to push the wave in. So there's super minions spawning for both sides. The blue team has the advantage because their wave is already pushing onto this tower. This could go either way, though, without a doubt. Like, these team fights, you've seen they've been back and forth, like, who gets blown up. It's just a matter of who actually is able to CC and kill down the priority burst targets.
Right.
Fiora for the blue team and Katarina for the red team. Those are the big, like, AoE damage guys, and Misfortune is actually landing a lot of good bullet times in these team fights. She's hitting, like, up 3 people and clearing out the minion waves as well. Yeah. So the minions are actually supporting them in this fight, albeit to what they can do at this point.
I think on top of the utility that she kind of built with that Black Cleaver, it's working out really well with her mostly AD team.
That's actually very smart. That's a very team-oriented build right there, because the build time actually procs Black Cleaver, and you can proc it a lot off of that.
You're right.
And when that happens with Fiora's build in this case, who's actually built full damage, she's going to do a ton of damage.
So, oh, hey, Banshee's back up for Draven.
Draven needs that.
Yeah.
Hecarim wants to initiate on him, and he's standing aside him. Glacier Claw comes out, no follow-up. I'm getting antsy whenever I see these because that could be the team fight that ends this game. Like, one ace could actually close out the game here. Maybe not for red team because of the distance, but it could be the end of the game. Glacier Claw goes in. Oh, cute cucumber! You're in the wrong place. Cute cucumber is now a dead cucumber. Draven will follow up. Nothing else coming out of there. It's a cute name. It's a cute cucumber.
No, I agree.
Blowing up Jinx immediately. She's been landing her skill shots, but her positioning is questionable. Flash comes out from the Nocturne and to the Misfortune. Lysandra going hard on the Fiora. Fiora's actually really low, but she's ulting in. Draven, hit the Fiora! Hit the Fiora, Draven! She's right there, right next to you! Alright, bullet time comes down. They're cleaning up. Nocturne's dead. Katarina's gonna die. Zappy, you're not in the right place. Golden Girl. And...
Oh, wow.
Where's the axe? Oh. It just looks like it might be for the blue team, but Zappy actually picking up a kill on the auto there on the minions' help. She's actually gonna hold out. The root and the plant is probably gonna try and pick someone up. Misfortune's still alive. Hecarim's gonna come in. Chop her down. And wow! A triple kill. Wait, would you get 3 kills in that fight? Did she ulti? I didn't see the ulti. I was too busy looking at the...
she ulted way in the beginning, but it was basically 4 for 4. And so we're just dead even again.
Well, the 280 carries are live, and there is... Okay, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of... There's like these are short death timers.
The red team's inhibitor has to respawn, though, so...
Okay, so there's an advantage for the red team at this moment, but if these 280 carries are able to brute force down this inhibitor, they'll be okay. But I don't think you want to try and go against the Lysandra, who can actually root you up with the Draven follow-up and the Nocturne follow-up. Because he still has ulti. They can blow up one person really easily, and these carries are the prime targets to do it on.
Dude, do you see the double 100 CSs on both those 80 carries?
Wowie, Josh. It's like they're 80 carries, and they're getting the farm.
Our good friend Hero would be proud.
Thanks for that.
I miss.
All right. So red team, advantage. Their inhibitor's up. They have the stronger minions right now. Their team needs to group up before they do something, though. The blue team is all together. Zyra is pulling up the rear right now and trying to catch up to the rest of the team and get ready for a team fight. She's going to try and prime this bush again for their team fight and hopefully get an ulti off on at least 2 good targets. Ideally, the whole team would be nice if they actually all collapse. But the only person going in is Hecarim. Following up Hecarim is Fiora. And once those two are in there and Hecarim fears them up, Fiora's dashing around, everyone's panicking. Misfortune is actually following up with their bullet time to do a bunch of damage. Glacier Claw comes out. Nocturnal comes out. Nocturne is diving in deep. He is alone, though. There are 3 teammates able to jump at him. But the bullet time comes out. Lysandra's actually... that was actually Misfortune, and not a lot happened.
Nocturne lived.
Nocturne lived. One person died. Banky here is Zanya's pop. And goodbye. So... I was getting really excited for what to happen there, but nothing happened. But the red team is at a disadvantage. They have less health, and Hecarim is charging for her. He wants a piece. He's just going to get rooted up, and actually he's taking a lot of damage, and he's still charging. He needs to be careful.
That whole team fight right there was just kind of red team paying for Nocturne's sins.
Red team was trying to force it. You could tell, like, the good route there, trying to stop being a shape. Lysandra flashed in after a Glacier Shot, trying to get the Jinx again. Nocturne ulted in on the Jinx, expecting the Glacier to land, but it actually didn't. She ended up ulting herself and then Zanya'ing later, trying to stay alive. The rest of the team would follow up, but nothing can happen. And now they're going to get this inhib. Canada goes in. She's going to start spinning. Immediate CC from Hecarim. Good move on him. Fiora is actually getting chunked out by Nocturne. The stand side actually hit. Draven going to pick it up.
Hey. With her dying breath, she got the inhibitor.
Good on her. Nocturne has his ulti again. That is such a short cooldown. Wow. So again, now, advantage red team. They can steam down here and get the blue inhibitor, and we might be back to square one for this team fight. And at any moment,
a rocket came in.
At any moment, a full ace will actually end this game. No Jinx ult, they know this, but it's going to be back on cooldown before they know it. It's not that long a cooldown at this point in the game. She's level 18, everything's maxed out. She's almost full build, 2 or 3 items missing. Alright, they're trying to barrel down on this inhibitor. LeBlanc goes in, pops Nocturne, and gets out of there. That's what she's meant to do. She sees those little targets squishy, she goes in. The zap, if that would have hit Zyra, that actually would have been a dead Zyra. Draven going hard on Jinx, and he's actually just going to get CC down. Jinx barely lived. Draven actually had the right idea there, trying to kill her down, but the team followed up and actually kept her alive.
Yeah, Jinx went with the full damage build compared to Draven's really sort of not damaged at all build.
He needs that Banshee's Veil to stay alive.
Yeah, I agree, but just to go into a 1v1 duel with someone who's obviously stronger than you might not have been the right call.
So now we have an advantage on blue team. I'm hearing a lot of shouts to my right here, so I don't know what's going on. I guess we're going to see a team fight soon, maybe.
Oh,
Hecarim going hard. He's going to go charge in there. Lands his jump onto Lysandra there. He's going to keep going, actually. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can before she Glacier Claws out of there.
Let's see. We got 2 down right now. I was going to say we might see a tower go down, but I don't think. Yeah,
the death timers are still really short, despite this being a 30-minute ARAM so far.
Yeah, dude, they're like 40 seconds. So it's short because it takes them a while to go all the way from their base to their base.
And the long extended team fights where people are like getting picked off with their last dying breath, like taking down that inhibitor, taking down that Jinx, taking down that Draven. We're gonna be here a while. I'm predicting a nice 40-minute ARAM.
40-minute ARAM.
Oh, I mean, or the ace could happen right now. They're baiting this. They're waiting for a team fight. They want to get the jump on this bush before Zyra can actually set it up. Hecarim, he sees a chance. He's trying to go in there. No, too risky. Stand aside, come down. They know it's on cooldown. Now would be a good chance to try and make something happen off of that if they can. Hecarim's just going to take a little bit of damage and walk it off.
Let's see, he's built full tank, but you already see the 2 avoid stats coming out from red team.
Onto the
Zyra and Cat.
So they're actually going to need to build a lot more magic resist if they want effective magic resist against the penetration damage. And if you have to do it at this point, it's actually a little risky. The best bet really is not to worry about that penetration damage, is try and blow Katarina up, hopefully before she even Zanya's. But she's got Zanya's now, so it's a lot harder to kill her while all these other threats are on the team. All right, we're prepping this bush. Something may happen here. Who knows? Jinx throwing out the rocket. Glacier Claw. They know something's up. They don't want to go in that bush.
No, this bush ain't safe.
Zyra is the queen of that jungle right now.
Her friends are all around, man.
So it looks like advantage red team. They're actually pushing hard on this side.
Right.
Even if the blue team is to get a good fight, if it's a long extended fight, again, red team is just going to come back up and fight back. Xanacide tossed out. All right, Bouncing Blade pops the Banshee's Veil from Hecarim, so that's down for the next minute. That's actually a pretty big deal for some of the CC that needs to get landed potentially by Zyra or the Lissandra. But you know Lissandra, when she sees like one of these 80 carries step out of play, she's Glacier Clawing in there and she's going to try and blow him up as fast as she can.
Yeah, that's what's been the downfall of blue team's team fights is that they'll just catch Jinx out of place, and then that's just...
The Jinx has been performing well, but when she's out of position, they capitalize on that big time. Glacier Claw comes out. Is this the fight? No. Still too far back.
This is still looking like the big fight, or like, this might... This
Hecarim pops the... Oh, Banshee Veil's pop. That was a crit hit that came out. The Zyra ulti comes out. Cucumber's down. Huge team fight. Hecarim knocks in there. Countering his spinning, trying to do as much damage as he can, but Fiora is still alive, doing a ton of damage. Jinx, down. I can't even say everyone's health bars are so low, but it looks like it's the blue team that is actually going to pick us up. Or actually, they're dead.
They picked up the... No, yeah, the blue team is aced, man. But the red team...
That might be the game.
With the minions coming in.
That was a very close fight, though. Look at these health bars. They're all really low. If there was just a little bit more damage from the Misfortune ultimate or the Fiora ultimate, there could have been a bunch of potential here to clean up. But it looks like this is going to be a red team victory. Bravo, red team.
Yeah, red team. So... they don't have an official name, but they're the grand final winners.
They have an official name. And
what's their official name?
Exactly. I don't know the official name, but they do have a name. I promise you that.